So I want to consider what the father in this story did not do. The father did not reason with logic. Well, son, that's all your money you're going to get, your inheritance. I know what you're going to do with it. You're going to spend it on wine and women, and you're going to make a fool of yourself. The father didn't reason with logic. The father just said, okay, here it is. The father did not invite him over for Sunday dinner. The father did not invite him over for game night every Wednesday. The father did not invite him on family vacations. The father did not invite him to church or a revival meeting. The father did not preach to him and go hunt him down and start preaching to him. The father did not do that. It was a total leave of absence that the father allowed with no, now get this, with no strings attached. No strings attached. You see, every time you meet the prodigal halfway, every time you try to fix the prodigal, every time you try to rescue the prodigal, every time you are a caretaker for the prodigal. And a caretaker is just a person who does for others instead of letting them do for themselves. I'm going to do for you what you should be doing for yourself. Okay, that's what you call a caretaker. And every time we take up that caretaker role, you are only prolonging the recovery process with the prodigal. There is a recovery process with the prodigal. As painful as it may be, there is a recovery process. It is the prodigal that has taken the leave of absence. And you as a loving parent allow the prodigal to take a leave of absence. I am leaving my parents' responsibility, their teaching, their lessons. I'm taking a leave of absence from the love of the father, the love of the mother. Luke 15 and verse 14, and when he had spent all, there arose a mighty famine in the land, and he began to be in want. Now here comes the change, all right? And he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him into his field to feed swine. Next verse, Luke 15 and verse 16, and he would gladly have filled himself with the pods that the pigs were eating, and no one gave him anything. This is how far the father let this son go. He's eating pig's food, and the little statement here, and no one gave him anything. You want to circle that, underline that. No one gave him anything. Where was the father? Where was the father? Now, was the father praying? Oh yeah, absolutely. I am quite sure. In fact, prayer is probably the singular most important thing that you can do if you have a prodigal. I'm sure the father prayed every day to God for this son. And I'm going to tell you what you need to be praying for in just a second. But my point is, the father did not stalk him. The father was not out hunting for him. The father was not begging and pleading for him. The father was not asking him on family vacations or Sunday dinner. No, it was the prodigal that left the protective shield of wisdom instructions of the parents. That was the prodigal's decision to make. The father was simply living his life as expected.
Check us out on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.com.